title for India through Tanisha Krasto and Ashwini Ponappa. So looking at the men's doubles draw, well, that was their massive match, Koga and Saito against Kya and Sogard. That was very late last night, at about 11 p.m. And Choong and Haikal, well, they took advantage of, has to be said, probably an off-form Ben Lane and Sean Venley. They had to survive a 95-minute match in the quarterfinals. So this could go absolutely anywhere. Looking at the men's doubles rankings as of now, well, Liang Wei-Keng and Wang Chang have really pushed their credentials. One of two Chinese pairs in the top 10, Liu Yuchen and Wu Zhuanzi in 7th. Alfin Ardianto, former number 1s, down to number 2. Kang Min-hyuk and Seo Seung-jae, the world champions at number 3. Aaron Chan, So Yik still bouncing around number 4. Hoki Kobayashi and more in the top 10. All heading to Hangzhou next week, of course, for the World Tour finals. So, men's doubles. Koga and Saito already on court, and this is the pair that everyone's been talking about, Choong and Haikal. They've only been together since August. They're looking for a first title, of course, and Koga and Saito also looking for a first title. But I'll tell you one thing, for a pair that's been together since August, to be in their third final after the Indonesia Masters,
So,
the Thai Masters.
Red or black?
Oh, their second final. No, that's right, their third final.
Black.
That's unbelievable
It is
achievement. And a lot is expected from them as they get on with the coin toss
This is the left
with
side.
our umpire, Chitin Bart.
Mohammed Jasser, who will receive? Okay.
Well, expect a fast-paced encounter as Choong and Haikal very much in line with Malaysian men's doubles pairs, like to get on the attack immediately, and it's pretty much relentless. After that, Koga and Saito have shown that they do have a bit of variety. 29 years old now, Akira Koga, born in Fukuoka, and ranked 16th. That's his highest ranking with Taichi Saito. First final in their third semi-final is his partner, 30-year-old Taichi Saito from Chiba, Japan. A good third place finishes at the Canadian and German Opens. They were quarterfinalists in Singapore and Switzerland, and also made the double in terms of quarterfinals for Japan, the Masters and the Open. This is how they got to the final. It was Go and Bun in 54 minutes. The Indian pair and then two Danish pairs, and just dropping one game, and that was in the semi-finals last night against Kya and Sogard. They've got the experience. Against their very young Malaysian pair, as I said, one of them, well, they really only just got together in August. 20 years old, Mohammed Haikal, born up north in Malaysia, in Kelantan, and currently ranked 93rd, has played with Junaidi Arif also. There's a lot of mix and match partnerships in Malaysian badminton as they search for the best partnership from a very big pool of players, it has to be said. Choong Hon Chian, 23 years old, from Penang, a great island for producing Malaysian stars, Lee Chong Wei, and in fact, former world champion from Singapore, Loh Kian Yu, also born in Penang before he went to Singapore.
And the Malaysians, a unique pairing of them both being left-handed as well. So that's something that you don't often see on a doubles court and can really catch your opponents off guard. And
there's their, as you can see, their run to the final, a walkover for their compatriots Arif and Roy King. Had an ankle injury, if I'm right, Roy King, but also some big names in there. So, this could go one of two ways. The Malaysians could get on the attack, as I said, very, very early on, and keep that attack, and that's how they've been overpowering their opponents. But Saito and Koga, as they proved yesterday against much bigger opponents than the Danes of Kja and Sogard, they can battle it out. It's, I guess, what we've been talking about all day, that trait of Japanese badminton, that you don't give up, you play the best game you can, and somehow, well, not even somehow, the scoreboard reflects your efforts and starts. It took a long time, and it was very late at night. I was actually thinking it's about 11 p.m. local time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
our umpire and service judge.
On my right,
and that's Ballerina Shen is our service judge.
And Mohammed Haikal,
I was actually thinking how they're going to play the final.
On my left,
either pair.
Akira Koga and Saito, Japan. Mohammed Haikal to serve, to Akira Koga, level, play.
Now, one thing I have to say about Koga and Saito, they're very good at team badminton. Silver and bronze medalists, the Sudirman Cup, Thomas Cup as well, a couple of bronzes there. Asian Games as well.
One love.
But once again, it's that bridesmaid syndrome. 3 runner-up positions, Super 100 tournaments, 2019, the Oleo Masters, the Akita Masters, and the Indonesia Masters. And they were beaten by the best, Wu Zhuanyi, Zhang Nan, Li Yang, Wang Qilin. And that's that attack. Even while I've been explaining that, Choong and Haikal immediately getting on the attack. They love doing that.
You can just see that he's really in his element around the net, and as far as I can tell, their preferred configuration is him shutting down the front court and Choong behind him in the rear court.
Service over. 1-3.
That's smart play from Koga.
3.
Great play from the Malaysians.
Service over.
Choong, so much power in the rear court. And then just guiding it into that whole open space.
Service
Well,
over.
I think this is very much the
4
pattern of
all.
play that we're going to see, is both pairs really like to get that shuttle grounded as quickly as possible. It's been an interesting journey for Mohammed Haikal. He was only up till August partnered up with Nora Zudin. There was, of course, Zife and Zudin with a big partnership that fell upon stony times, shall we say, hard times. They decided to break up. Both went to different partners. And he was paired up with Zudin, but of course then Zife and Zudin made up. And Haikal was left partnerless. And look what happens.
Service over. 5
3
4.
finals since August they've been in. At Super 100 or now 300 level.
Six, 4.
And it's that kind of default return from the Japanese, where typically that'll be the backhand of a right-handed opponent.
Right.
And that's kind of the little things that they can take advantage of from the natural habits of players being two left-handers. It's just that the reflexes
Service over.
typically
5
can sometimes
6.
go into their forehands.
And that's the great thing about actually having wonderful opportunity to talk to doubles players, because the details, you know, that really gets down to it. You can look at the overview of the game when it comes to just the slightest movements, whether it's backhand or forehand. It's to do that at speed is in real time.
6
It's an art
all.
form. It's a skill. So 6 all. Fast points, 12 points in 4 minutes.
Seven, 6. Shuttle.
Just waste no time.
Service over.
Any shot that they can
7
reach,
all.
they're going to try and fire back as fast as possible. And to be honest, that's not really their calling. Aaron Cha and Souyik have set such a great example by getting to the World Championship title as well, by doing exactly that. It's now becoming almost a trait of Malaysian badminton to just be incredibly aggressive. Nice defense by Haikal.
8, 7. Service
Haikal
over.
really edging
8
into
all.
closer to the net there. See him just step in here ever so slightly, trying to do a lot there.
Nine, 8. Service over. 9 all.
So 9 all. And on the face of it, you'd think, oh, not many differences. But if you really look closely, Koga and Saito with a very set way of positioning themselves and moving. They did this very well yesterday against Keon
Service
Sogard
over.
as well.
10, 9.
And Choong and Haikal, just because they're new, I guess, automatically moving into some reactive positions, leaving a little bit of space between them on either side. If that big weapon doesn't work for them, then they can get themselves in trouble. 11-9 after just 8 minutes in the first game.
Seconds, 20 seconds. Eleven, 9. Play. Service over. 10-11.
Haikal, it really is quite dominating around the net.
Absolutely, agree. And it's good to see it. Oh, that's nice. Up defenses, half of your attack. Yesterday, it was actually Choong that was coming in. He was jump up with little hook smashes into mid-court. And that was what was proving really devastating. Hasn't really had that opportunity because Koga and Saito are keeping it flat enough. And Haikal has been stepping up instead, moving forward from the backcourt. Well, I can tell you now, as a Malaysian, that the powers that be, Malaysian badminton in terms of doubles especially, Rexy Manaiki and Hutien Hao, the legend, and Nova Widianto, who's the doubles coach, are all very, very impressed with this pairing. But if you do ask them, of course, they'll say you don't just find polished pairs together. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in getting them to be the finished article.
Thank you.
It's these little mistakes from Haikal right now that are proving the difference as Koga and Saito take a 4-point lead.
You can see that the Malaysians are trying to whip them across and move them around the backcourt. Japan, they're just able to intercept and read that a bit too easily.
And that's what Choong was doing really well yesterday. Finally gets a lift. That's worth it. He's a big lad.
11-15.
Beautiful play there by Choong.
12-15.
Nearly flying over the net.
Service over. 16-12.
There was actually an article that came out not so long ago, a couple of months ago, that said that statistically, and this is in no way, you know, a proof, but they said when they crunched the numbers down, they said that left-handed players should be better at badminton because of the coil of the shuttle and everything else. You know, Lindan, there's loads of lefties. Haikal and Choong, both left-handers playing two right-handers. And it does make a difference in doubles, right?
Yeah, good probability of getting a better outcome, I guess. But yeah, as I was saying in the doubles, the default, you know, is when you're younger, you grow up being taught to push the backhand because it's just naturally weaker. But when it turns out that that default that you've kind of been conditioned into is someone's forehand, it's a bit hard to unlearn, you know, all those years of training and in a matter of minutes to adapt to the game that you're in.
Late take there by Koga. 17-14. They've maintained a good lead in this first game. They've weathered the storm in terms of attacks. Two lefties against two righties. Wow. Very wayward serve. 18-14.
18-14.
Saito has been really good so far with the cross-court intercepts. Very alert, seems to know what's coming back straight away after Koga hits from the back.
Oh, wonderful. Lateral movement. And had the awareness to fire it the other way. Quite easily tried to go down the line. So 19-14 and looking very strong, the Japanese pair in this first game. But Choong and Haikal will get at least one more serve.
19.
Looks like the Malaysian coach is urging them to push forward into the mid and the front court. Put the pressure on there.
Oh, good pressure.
Service over. 20.
That's long. So 5 game points after 16 minutes. Very nice.
Service over.
Players running everywhere there.
20.
So a couple of errors, and Choong and Haikal possibly with a chance in this first game, but I'm just thinking in the back of my mind with the amount of errors that have turned up, whether they can pull off 4 points in a row without a mistake, which is either forced by Koga and Saito or of their own making. So far, so good.
Really smart play there by Choong with the 2 drop shots. Really had Koga scrambling and getting the shorter lift there to just smash down the middle.
So 18-20.
Thank you, players. Back on court. Game.
Well, denied by the net, 21-18 in 18 minutes. And Koga and Saito with one hand on the title. Well, full credit for Choong and Haikal for being on court early. They want to get on with it. It looks like they have not been phased at all by that losing that first game, and to be honest, at 21-18, that's a fair shout. Koga and Saito taking a little bit more of a leisurely approach and using that maximum 2 minutes.
Second game, level, play. Set is over.
Quick look at the lights. The usual explanation for complete miss hit.
Very nice patience from Choong there. Just good control with these drop shots to then come in again with the smashes.
Oh, wonderful movement by Haikal. He's only 5'4", but he made himself very big in that play. Again, just great action, lateral movement, and around the head. Finds his mark. 3-0.
Service over. 1-3.
Unlucky for Choong.
2-3. Service over. 4-2.
Well, they've done this before, Koga and Saito, in the first game as well, just hustling enough to push Choong and Haikal off their game for a very quick point, and it's come in useful every time they need it. 3-4.
Service over. 5-3.
I don't know if Saito knew anything about that shot. Instinctive.
Nice touch from Koga there at the net. Then just clipping the next shot on his racket just there.
6-3.
So still 3 points behind. And Choong and Haikal with the serve.
Good defense from Malaysia here.
Oh, wonderful play from Koga, and Saito follow up as well.
Koga's just scraping all these drop shots back. It doesn't matter because they're going over, and then they're just blocking Saito in for him to finish with the kill.
Well, that sailed wide. Just a little bit loose on that shot, Koga.
7-4.
But not that time.
Really good aggression there on the return from Saito.
5-7.
Whoa, big cross. That was impressive.
Service over. 8-5.
That's Choong again. He does get a hold of it. It's very hard to stop.
Eight, 5.
Well, they're holding their own in this first part of the second game. They've kept the serve, 9-5. A little slip there from Saito. Good rotation from both of them. Oh, that's wonderfully marshaled.
Service over. 6-9.
Wrong choice there by Koga.
Service over. 10-6.
Too easy to read for Choong.
So on the brink of the second mid-game interval, and the Malaysians in control. And it's a mistake from Koga. 11-6 in the second. And a fighting chance for the young Malaysian pair.
Referee. They're asking if they can turn the lights on. The lights. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Return to your chair. They're asking if we can turn those lights off. These guys. So we can't turn the lights off. Thank you, players. Koga.
And once again, Choong and Haikal out on court early.
It's going to be all white, so it's behind us.
Saito actually having pretty in-depth discussion with the umpire. Not quite sure what that's about. But Jiten Bart has conveyed his message.
Thank you. Back on court. 11-6.
Oh, I don't think it was for delaying. I think they're well within that 2-minute interval. So 11-6 in a very important phase of play for Choong and Haikal. This is their chance to force a third and deciding game.
The Malaysians definitely doing well in this first 11 to get the attack. They have that style of Choong often at the backcourt, just blocking in Haikal nicely, kind of similar to Mix in a way. Japanese haven't been able to get the attack quite as much, but come out firing from this 11-point break.
Oh, it was well marshaled by Haikal.
12-8.
Oh, that's a wonderful little drop in by Haikal. Impressive stuff.
13-8.
Ooh, very nice deception there from Koga.
Over.
Both Malaysians just
13.
stuck in the mud.
Great movement by Saito. He's been pretty much all around the court in this 1 point. Oh, if only his partner was on hand to deliver that killing blow.
He set it up with that little twirl there.
Oh, Saito was all over that serve.
Service over. 10-14.
Japan looking sharp right now.
So 10-14.
Wet. Choong.
That's wide, well, it's long. Apparently long and wide.
14.
And they're closing it up, 11-14.
Service over.
Koga's getting upset.
11.
A second error off his racket there. As a Malaysians, when that happens, then you might say to yourselves, okay, let's just go at Koga. He's made 2 unforced errors.
Target, yeah.
Let's try and, you know, get him a bit while he's down. It's kind of what he tried to do. Didn't work that time.
Little matrix move. Get out the way. The bullet dodge. So 12-15. And all the indicators are that Koga and Saito are not giving up on this second game.
Okay, Choong. Once you put your hand
Again,
down, don't put it back up. Next
little
time you
chat
put it
from
down. Okay.
the umpire. I'm guessing about being ready for the
12-15.
serve. Oh, what a return.
Service over.
There's always that mind game when a player does, you know, hesitate on the return and the player has already done the serve. It's like, are they going to do the same serve again? Are they going to mix it up? Do they know that I think they're going to do the same serve again? So
That would drive me
and you see
crazy.
there that he changed his serve to a flick serve after his original normal, you know, T
Yeah.
Service over.
serve.
13-16.
All part of the mind games of badminton.
Well, that one was too short. 13-16. It's all working in Koga and Saito's favor. Late pickup by Koga. And the crouch defense doesn't work for him.
Service over.
Koga's really looking a bit frustrated. Malaysia definitely need to try and seek him out if they want to get this game, I reckon.
Well, stuttery phase of play, and it's worked in the favor of Choong and Haikal, who now have the best opportunity to seal up this second game. Oh, that's close. Challenge coming in from Choong. Here it comes.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Close, but it is out.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 19. Play.
Well, still fighting back, Koga and Saito. All Saito, mistake from Haikal, and it's 16-19.
16-19.
Getting a little tense. The Malaysians, they just need to keep their cool here, stay sharp. They were winning the mid-court, front-court area.
Great
Very
anticipation by Saito. Oh, what a return.
Japanese defense
I
on
know.
fire.
Unbelievable. Would not be denied. I hope the replay catches some of those.
19.
Look at that. Off the hip. But still with the forethought to move forward after that defense. You know, off the reflex to actually know, I have to move forward, I have to cover this.
17,
That's one
19.
thing in the beginning about established pairs against new pairs. That understanding of where my partner is and where I have to be. Sometimes you see it and it's just effortless. You know,
Yeah,
when they
it come definitely more naturally.
Great from Saito. Oh, just out. So it is 3 game points for Choong and Haikal.
17. Service over. 18.
Nerves were just too much, I'm guessing. That's brilliant. So 21-18, and we are going to a third deciding game.
21-18, 1 game all. Seconds, 20 seconds.
So here we go. The third and deciding game in the men's doubles final here at the Syed Modi International Badminton Championships.
Final game, level, play.
Well, you can expect them to be celebrating every point.
Great angle by Choong there. Just past Saito and just out of reach for Koga.
Oh, frustration for Koga.
Haikal was so close to getting squashed there. The Malaysians managed to get out of it.
Koga throws his head back in frustration. Again, Haikal, the deciding factor.
Malaysia just dominating the net here. We might start to see Japan opening up the backcourt, trying to start the rallies from defense a little bit more, give themselves some time and space to find the gaps again around the front court.
Big power from Choong. And so far, both parts of their game have been firing quite well for the Malaysians. Late take, Michael, and I love the fact he was still watching that. He actually thought somewhere inside that it was going to be in. A bit of a misjudgment on the serve there. Wonderfully read.
Koga was pretty much on the same side of Saito there. Whole cross was open. They really banked on Choong hitting that straight.
Oh, what a run of points. Koga and Saito really yet to get their feet on the ground in this third game.
Which end is double? Okay, thank you. Okay, players back on court. 7-2.
Japan really need to try add in some higher lifts here. These little half-court flatter lifts are just getting them in trouble. Choong is too comfortable jumping out into those.
Service over, 3-8.
One-way traffic as we rapidly approach the third mid-game interval. 9-3 to the Malaysians. Wow, you can almost sense the Malaysians just waiting to get on the attack.
Koga getting one back with his own net roll there.
4-9. Thank you, players. Five, 9.
Well, it's a combination of some great winners, some great vision from the Malaysians, and these little tiny niggling mistakes from Koga and Saito that's led to this 10-5 lead. Once he gets on that attack, Haikal has proved pretty effective. 11-5 and looking good for this third and final game.
Seconds, 20 seconds. Players back on court. Eleven, 5. Play. Service over. 6-11. Seven, 11.
So into the final phase of play here in this men's doubles final.
Some good stuff coming from Japan these first few points after the interval.
Wonderful shot by Haikal. Just skimmed the top of the net and then dipped.
Service over.
Haikal's getting net touches every second rally pretty much.
8.
Maybe it's easier to get net touches when you're about the same height as the net. You can gauge the range of it easier.
Well, I'm sure Malaysian badminton fans are keenly tuned into this broadcast right now.
Service over.
And they're going to be very, very happy if Choong and Haikal can walk away with this title. Still a bit of work to be done. But so far they've been on top of the job. It's too long.
10, 12.
And this is where, you know, as two young players, they can start to tense up here because they will want this title so bad. They'll be wanting to win it quickly and give 110% in their shots. And the experience of the Japanese could prove worthy in a situation like this when it starts to get tighter in a third set in a final of a Super 300.
Oh, well, that's very nice from Choong.
14, 10.
Well, from what I've seen of Koga and Saito, and that's at Badminton Asia Team Championships, and pretty much along the way, they are that type of pair to turn things around. They did that yesterday with Choong and Sogard as well. It's whether the Malaysian youngsters can really just keep
11,
hammering
14.
home. And not give up hope, as you said, get a little bit nervous at the end. Looking good, 15-11.
15, 11.
If Haikal can just keep getting his net rolls, I think they'll be on the path to holding the trophy.
Service over. 12, 15.
Choong just checking that it in fact was out. And they're bouncing on their heels at the moment. It's 16-12. Well, maybe those exertions against Choong and Sogard last night beginning to take a little bit of effect. I wouldn't have expected Saito to miss that.
I like the crossbody serve from Choong. Saito really pounced on the previous one that was to the tee, so it was good variation to serve across his body to his forehand side, make him have to adjust.
Straight onto the big attack. It's not working for them.
18, 12.
Choong just telling his partner to keep calm. Oh, it's another mistake from Saito. So 19-12.
Great defense here by Choong. Really nice quality block.
On course for a first ever title. And I wonder if many years from now we'll still be talking about this partnership. A long way to go, of course. but such an important step if they can secure their first title. Just long. So quickly, of course, while he's challenging.
Challenges called out.
It's been an entertaining contest, no doubt. As have all the finals. Here it comes. Out by quite a margin too.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 13-19.
So is this last chance saloon for Akira Koga and Taichi Saito. Left that long.
Choong nearly did that.
14-19.
Pure reaction, nearly got it back over right in the corner.
Choong almost overcommitting himself, gets back into position. This is not how it was supposed to go in their minds. That's long too.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 15-19.
15-9.
Play.
Still got a couple of chances, but if these go the way of the Japanese pair, then any nerves they had beforehand are just going to multiply exponentially. That's good. 5 match points, 5 championship points.
20, match point 15.
Oh, luck of the nets.
Service over. 16-20.
And it falls to Koga and Saito. It's getting very, very close now.
It would have been fitting if Haikal had won on a net roll.
I bet he's thinking about that right now.
Taichi, check if it's okay.
Oh, you should have seen them yesterday.
16-20.
Done it, it's a mistake from Saito. It's a first title for this Malaysian pair that's only been together since August. Well, that's a wave of good news that is currently echoing around Malaysia. There's been good performances from some of the doubles pairs out of Malaysia, but to have one that's come in that, as I said, was really a result of a breakup of another pair, And for them to be hitting the marks and getting the results in, well, that is great tonic for the future for Malaysian men's doubles. And for a fourth, well, sorry, Nozomi Okuhara has got one title for Japan already today. But no luck for Kenta Nishimoto, no luck for Kaneko and Matsutomo, and now no luck for Koga and Saito. So as we're looking at the highlights, good explosive play from the Malaysians. So congratulations to our men's doubles finalists. And very honored to have our VIPs on hand. First up, Mr. Daya Shankar Singh, the Honorable Minister of Transport for Uttar Pradesh. That's for the medals and souvenirs. The chairman of the BBD group, Shumati Al-Qadas. The bouquets. And Mr. Aaron Kaka, UPPA, the Vice President. So coming up next, it is the women's doubles and a chance for India to bag a title here on final Sunday. Tanisha Crasto and Ashwini Padapa taking on Rin Iwanaga and